Hi guys, and welcome back to Star Rupture, where we got
planetary temperature returning to normal.
what was it? The bottled hydrogen, helium. We got that done. Now it's turned back to normal. We can go outside. This will come back online in a minute. I've added a few base extensions to it. This is the one. We can now make pressurized helium. Now that I am going to move because we get this. We get this here. Keep topping this up.
I think I can use this.
We've got this one opened up, which is hardening agent, which we can make here. I've just got to put applicators in, and that's a fabricator. We've got them being made, and this one we will soon have the super magnet, which all we need is the Wolfram plates making. Now production might be a bit slow because we've I think it's this one. Yeah, he's struggling making chemicals. Might need another furnace for... Did I put you? No, I didn't. You're not the one I want. Okay, you're... feeding out. What I should do, and I just it's a bit of a mess. Feed. See if we can do this quick. Just spotted it now. It's because I've been thinking in sections. If we get him, he's got to go into that one. Can you go? No, you won't go there. Reach. What if I take him up there? To there, and then will he reach? All we need to get him is into there, which he won't do. Right, that last one. I'm in a complete mess with my... Where was the one we just put in? That one. I shouldn't be waiting. I should do this off camera because I'm wasting your time. Let's... You go from there. Can I get you here? Yeah, try and sort this maze out. And he's got to feed into... Feed into something we can't feed... get you connected back up. What are you making? You are making sheets, so you do have to feed into that one, and if that one would feed into that one, we're very long-winded, but that should give us more chemicals. Very messy. I even admit it myself. Yeah, that'll give us more. Once that reaches, right, this is going to have to be moved over there. Possibly. This one, we can make hardening agent if we do the applicators. I'm going to try and make them up the top there. And this one, we will be making super magnets, which I need for export. And that's taking chemicals and wolfram plates. And of course the acid. So let me get these first.
Just what I need.
And then we'll look at the top. I'm thinking of hooking them onto this line here. Very messy base. Yes, I am making it up as I go along because I haven't got a clue what we've got to do. Right, furnace. That's what we need for the super magnets. Right, another load will do that. We have a reward to claim, which is solar generator 2. Okay, we'll look at that in a minute. Right, we can't make here, so I'll make this at the main base. But we've still got hardening agent we can send. Pressurized helium we can send from here. So we could set 4 dispatches up for that. This one, base core, electromagnetic, main base. That I want, which is nozzles, which is being made at the main base right now. Turbine we can't touch. And, oh, that's one we just looked at. What was that one then? Super magnet we could do from here. Right, so we've got a bit of work to do here. First of all, what have I done to the base? Not a lot, just got these going. And I've added this smelter here for titanium rods. So I can now make heavy, I think it's that one. Yeah, heavy ammo, light ammo. I was thinking of maybe going for that main base, but I need to check back on one of my old recordings what we wanted. Is it a battery or a power cell? And then could we make it here? Otherwise I'm going to have to traipse all the way back to the main base, which isn't bad, following my stuff, and then make his way back here to do that. That is the next on the agenda. Right, we want now, he'll have coming out of here calcium blocks. We want a fabricator. I'm going to make sure I get him the right way here. And of course, he's no support. Be messy.
The Rupture is in its stable stage. The climate of Arcadia
So
is
if he's got
returning
no
to
support
normal.
there, Hang on, let's move that. Right, here's a guide for where we want to support. If we can get one in. Back in a minute, guys. Game crash. Okay, back with you. Might be just a little bit because we're not. Might be just a little bit further back than what we were. Because I don't have to go through the showing you what we've done. That's already on. Right, we want a pillar. Right, so our player is there. I was just about to go down. If we could get a support. About there. That's going to be in the way, so okay, down a bit. I have to watch my buttons. And if we put one of them in there, that on top, that on top again. And of course I'm stood right in the way now. But while we've got this in our hand, oh, it does, yeah, it does take them. What does it give us? 1,000 against 200. We have a few of them on us. How many? I don't know. Right, try again. We're after a fabricator. Are you going this time? Yeah, give myself a little bit of room. I hope this works. Because I'm getting lazy the way I'm doing it. He goes from there into there. He has to make. I've got to get glass. And glass takes. That's a furnace. That has spoilt that idea. Are we making glass? That's wolfram powder, ceramics. I don't want to put another calcium. Synthetic, electronics, helium and calcium, so we can make glass. Okay, so that is not going to go up there. I'll come back to that after. I want to go further out that way. There's a lot to this game. Right. Cloudy with another building. It could be that pipe. So you're gonna go there. You're gonna go there. You'll come out. Do I need him at all right now? No, we don't need him. You can come out. Not with the floor. I did put... Oh, he was... Put them here. Because that's going to be moved over there. Right, we want... platform, and... we want another furnace. I should use my drone for this. Furnace. Rotate. You're gonna go there. You'll have to be moved, but we can move you later. You are making hardening agents. So I want you. Make the hardening agent. We're not ready for it yet, but you come out.
The Rupture is in its stable stage.
I think that's where we was up to when it
Arcadia
crashed.
is returning to normal.
Let's just do a quick save. Right, then I want another furnace in here. Yeah, furnace. Sorry, I was thinking ahead. And I still get it wrong when I think ahead. You're gonna go there. Oh, it wasn't that stopping it. That is gonna have to move. Let's move this one now. Yeah, let's take him out now. And of course I was stood in the wrong place. Can you get... Could do with a jetpack on here. At least you get all your stuff back. Right, put the floor in so he's in. Right, let's put this furnace back over here for a minute. That is going to have to be moved. Not the furnace. Refinery. What you lying up? Hang on, Q. I had that trouble before, right? Now. Okay. Okay, we'll make do with the one furnace for a bit. One of that refinery. I'll sort this one out. Let's get this other bit going. In fact, before we do any of that, was the one on the... A little bit more for the super magnet. Right, so you are gonna now... This one's gonna be glass. This is the hardening agent, and that will be the super magnet when we can do him, which we'll probably be able to do with
just
that.
what I need.
So let's get him done there. Furnace. Right, now we can do the super magnet. So all we've got left is the battery, which inductor and electronics we're making at the main base. I might be running back and forth between these bases. Right, you are gonna make super magnet. So you... we don't need that in. I think next time we'll be setting separate bases up on one of these. Yeah. So you're going there, there, and there, and we're gonna have to put one out here. Will it let me? Let's just put a floor in, it's gonna be easier. Right, you are now gonna connect. Yeah, I wanted you there to go back down and round. I'll connect that up proper later. You're going to there. You're going to there. And you're going to be the feedback loop for feeding back in. That was in the wrong one. You should have gone on that one to that one. That into there, and you're going to come down here. That is going to be in the way, so we better move him now, and let's put him I want him there. Let's set that helium up while we're doing it. Hang on, I'm come out of that a minute. Pressurized helium takes sulfur and the ore. Okay. And I need you. I saw the connections I've crossed my connections over. Right, sulfur. Come up to here. Feed into there. This one. Feed into there. You. Feed into there. You're going to be sulfur. So, the acid. You're going to be the helium mix. Pressurized helium. Which... Right, you're going to be pressurized helium. Very... I don't mind admitting myself, it's a bad design base. Alright, I want you from there. Into there. I'm hoping he's going to keep clear of them. Right, so you need helium, which we have coming round on this loop somewhere. Which is going to have to be all completely redone. What are you going down here for? You can be repatched through. Right. Let's get these in. One there, one there, there, and then you're gonna catch the feedback off that one for that. You will have one. Right, here's where we destroy the whole base. Right, so you're... Oh, too high, that's why. It's not too high. Why is he not going in there? I want him... Now we're going. Do it from down here, right? You... I've used... Okay, okay. gonna have the same problem. Yeah, I'm gonna have a problem here. This is gonna be in the way. Let's get one of them going at a time. I could have. You can go in there.
Necesito agua.
I'm gonna go back to what we were putting in. It's not gonna be very good. Let me just get rid of that. What we got on there? Oh, we'll use it up. You know, I should just move them. Be done with it. Yeah, you're going that way. And I'm just going to use one for a minute. Like I said, it's not ideal. It's going to give us a bottleneck here, but I just want to get the base running. And you're going to go down there, and you're going to feed back into that loop. No, you don't feed back in. In fact, you've got to feed back into this one here. If I'd use my head. You might need to feed into that. You're going to feed to that one. You feed back into that one. You come back down there. You should go there. And there's nothing for you. Right. You should then feed from there to there. Oh, it's cleared the right, now we've got to get the wolfram powder. Not wolfram powder. Fabricators. And again, I know. You go there. You go there. You're gonna You're gonna be... Right, you're the wolfram powder. Why don't I take the easy way? I don't think it's going to be easy the way I've done it. They're in the wrong place. They should be moved back one. I want... Yes, I'm making a complete mess of this. Right. I want you to come down to that one. Okay. You feed into that one. You He's there. And then I want one of them. One there. One there. You lower it down. I have to watch my keystrokes, that's why I hesitate a bit when I say lower it down. You go into there, you go into there, you into there, and then you can feed directly into that one. Into that one. Out of that view. Quick save, I don't want to do all this again. Right, you are going to be plates. You are going to be... I need the glass into this. Okay, that's no problem if we put a... I'm hoping it's not going to be a problem. You go into there. You go... And you go into there. Right, number B again. Oh, can... How's the glass going? Do you know what I've done? Dear. Okay. I've used the raw material. This is partly because I haven't got a clue what each procedure is going to make. I thought I heard something then. Right. Yeah, we've hooked into that, which we shouldn't have done. And you shouldn't have been hooked into that. Do you know what? We could use that one, couldn't we? That's why I got confused. We don't need him. You watch it, I'll end up coming back and putting that in. Right, so if I take that and that. Right, take you. Ah, I should have left that. Think this out carefully. Don't go around the back. This is the one we want. Want that there, that there. Converge them here. Should have left that post in. Again, like I said, it's not ideal this. I should really set. You can go there. Separate manufacturing up for each one, which I might do. And then you go into there. Well, one of them's working. Unless he's... Unless I need calcium... Is it calcium blocks or calcium sheets? I never checked. You are making... Oh, it's tubes. Oh, it's not them. It's tubes we want. Where did I... Because you're making the applicator. Oh. Okay, we'll leave that upstairs. So now I need to make tubes. Would it be quicker to fly them in from the main base? going. Let's have a look. I think. Oh. Rods and sheets. We've got rods being made here. And you're coming from there. You're coming from this one here. We want... I could go mad getting that other one wrong. You go there. I want that. You go off that one into there. You come off there now and connect back into there. You connect back into there. So you're gonna make sheets. This is making rods. It's a mess. I'm gonna get a real mess here. Look where he's going. As for me ammo. Well, if anybody wants to see a base being a mess, you've got one here. Alright, then I've got to take that out there. Put back again in a minute, guys. Okay, don't ask what I've done. I just got to set them up now. I know I've got titanium rods there, but rods there. It was plates there. Then they're going into here to make the tubes we need. The tubes are then... I've left that alone because it's for the weapons. So the tubes are then going out there. You're gonna love this. Talk about spaghetti. Round here. Round there. To there. Down here. Sneaking round. And into there. Right. So, you should now start making applicators. Alright, we're waiting for the tubes. And you, my friend, you're only making the one lot, right? Don't think you've got a recipe set. You're making glass. Had an agent, but we've got nowhere for it to go. And super magnets, well, we've got nowhere for him to go. Right. You are now completely lost. Yeah, you. Okay, we got. Can we? Helium's right there. Okay, I gotta get the right. That one. He only needs helium. You could feed into there. Whoa, yeah. And what did? I've done them that many times I forgot. Pressurized helium. Right, so you are going into there. Yeah, so we want to put you're doing pressurized helium. You only need chemicals, which we should make the way through this maze. He's working. It's this one with the chemical. You're the helium. Take this one out a minute. So we should be able to pinch. Gonna have to go high. Not how I wanted it. Like I said, I just want to get it
Rupture
working.
activity detected.
Oh,
I recommend finding a safe place.
she made me jump then. Right, let's just grab. Oh, there's none in there. Right, we'll come back in a minute and see how this is going. I don't want to get copped out. This base started off nice and tidy and it's ended up a mess. Right, let's just check these. A few more for the battery. Pressurized helium, which I've got being collected. Super magnets. We now have to send 2 lots. Start at the top. Hardened agents, so we can send 2 out. So I need 4, at least 4 of them building. Back with you in a minute, guys. Okay, back with you. I should have really set the titanium up from the beginning. Right, we now want 6 dispatchers. If I can remember which one, not them. I will be wanting them. 6 of these. Okay, that's no problem. Remember, we've set this base up so we can. Yeah, I should have done the titanium up there as well. I should start making them, which it is doing. Same with the ammo. I should be able to just come along, pinch the ammo. I'm not going to do that right now. Right, 6 dispatchers, and let's get this thing going. Then I've got to set up for cargo dispatches. And I've got to remember what it was. I will do that offline. We want orbital launchers. 1, 2, 3. 4. 5. Do you know, I'm not adjusting my height yet. That is getting adjusted. And we want 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And do you know what? I'm not even bothered if they're not lined up. Let me just get that timer. And we want these. Oh, of course, I have to put one the wrong way, don't I? I've done them all the wrong way. And good job I did this like that. I very nearly connected from that end. Right, and I now need to get I want some of them for myself.
Gotcha.
And I'm hoping this one is filling up. No, I will look at that offline where I've because you are going God knows where. What does he want? Chemicals. Okay, I'll come back to that. Right, let's start off here. Right, can we do? We can do hardening agent. Hydrogen. I'll keep that staying on me for a reason. Incorporation we can't do. Can't do. Well, why did I say 6? Superman. I know why. I know why I said 6. Probably not got enough coming through for that lot, and we've not connected up. So if we connect from that one, I'm gonna need one of them. You go into there. You go into there, and then this one into there. And we could probably connect these there. Oh, would have been better on, what's that one making? Super magnets. Okay, that. Doesn't need to be changed because he's going from there into there and joining up that. Not as at all as I imagined it. And the sulfur, we better sort that out. Yeah, your joint. You. It's a complete mess, this base. I need to restart it. You need to. I'm gonna do it from this end. He needs to go into there. Or into there. But now I've got to sort out why he's not producing. Could have too many taking chemicals. Let's just make sure our chemical. What are you? Glass. I'm going to have to colour off them. Hardening agent. Super magnet. We need more chemicals, so that would be why is he not come down there to there, feed back round. Feed into that loop down here. He should feed in there if he needs, and then he goes down, feeds in. So why is he not producing? He's producing, he's not delivering.
Great.
Ah, strange. See what happens when he gets.
Rupture status stable. Arcadia status stable.
You need acid, and that's where the chemicals. They might not be producing enough. Or have I knocked that off, didn't I? Yeah, I knocked it off. That was my fault. Well, at least we're getting the helium out. And then I gotta send back to the main base. The electromagnets, the helium, and the acid, I think. Or do we try and modify this base and improve it? It's a nightmare, that little... It is working now. Yeah, getting the super magnets, that's the main thing. It is all working. It's a nightmare.
Arcadia 7 has finished regenerating.
It's that titanium. I should have put the titanium up here. And then I'll put launchers here, and we'll send the stuff down this line, launch it from there. But we got it all working. Eventually. Might just be a bit slow on certain parts. Like maybe, I don't know what that one's making, but say you might have to have 3 of them, where we're just making do with 1 of everything. Right, next episode, I think we will be doing that. And that will be a long one. And that will get to us the last blueprints. Yeah, I've got to check what I need for in there. Yeah, he's getting the nozzles from the other base, super magnets from here. So that will help. That we can't do. That is coming from the other base, so it'll be slow, but that's... I need to sort the battery out. Whatever that is, hardenate. Are we doing that one? Yes, we are. Yeah, we are sending them out to that. Not doing that one. That one's been done. Not that one. We're sending super magnets for that. Okay. I will send back to the next base what I said. The electromagnets, the helium, and the acid. And we'll go and get those last 3 blue... No. There's one more base we've got to do. I've got to find him. Before... Well, we could do that in between. Just check. I will check offline what it needs to get in there. If it needs a power cell, electronics we haven't got. Okay, I don't know why you activated. And can we make... I'll use this one because he's on heavy ammo. No, he can't do electronics. Okay, you're on heavy. heavy ammo. So that will be a fabricator. That's a smelter. I'm trying to pick one that I know what it's making so I can... Basic building materials, right. What a... What electronics made in? What are... Battery... Stable applicate furnace. In a furnace. Just okay. What's this one making? This one is on Wolfram powder. Stator. I'll get a battery from the main base. Now I know what I'm doing. I will see you on the next episode. I'll get this set up for dispatching, and anything that I can't dispatch I'll set up on the main base when I'm there. I will see you next time. I know I'm a messy player, but I am enjoying it. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.